Spectacular night for a cruise, eh, Captain?
Well, I'm glad somebody's enjoying it.
Don't you appreciate the drama of the high seas?
Only in the movies. Now, I am responsible for the safety of this vessel and everybody on board. We never should have set sail in the first place. Now this storm appears to be getting worse.
But it's appropriate, though, don't you think?
I think this entire scheme is madness. How much longer do we have to be out?
Well, it all depends.
Not on the weather, obviously.
On the climate inside. I can tell you this right now, I'm afraid my son will not return to the dock until he has unmasked the killer tonight.
Well, I hope something breaks fast, and I hope it's not this yacht. Those swells get much bigger. We're all going to be treading water.
Did anything happen after that?
I just heard more noise from the room next door.
What noise?
More arguing.
Who? And what were they arguing about?
It was Eden and someone else. A man.
Raoul?
I don't know. Maybe. I didn't really know him very well. But she raised her voice like she was frightened or in trouble. And then it was silent. And I didn't hear anything until someone went out of her room. I was afraid, so I started back to mine, and I heard someone coming. I was just too afraid to look and see. But he went into Eden's room.
You're sure it was a man?
No.
But the person who left before that was Eden.
Yes.
And then? Who was it who went in after that?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Kelly, you have to know. You have to remember that person's face. That was the face of the killer.
No one! Kelly!
Nobody moves.
The entertainment director on this cruise anyway. The entertainment's loud. See, I hold a very popular opinion. How rare. Where's Kelly?
Ducked into this stateroom.
Kelly?
I couldn't tell.
Get out of the way, please. Kelly?
Why would Kelly run?
Maybe you scared her.
We're in this together, remember?
Keep reminding me.
Guess what? It wasn't a bar after all. Somebody pulled the main breaker.
This crowd will do anything for a cheap thrill.
Well,
Everybody okay?
I don't know. Where's Kelly? Kelly, honey?
Here. Someone just grabbed me and threw me right out the corridor.
Then you're the one who screamed. I thought it was Dad.
Of course it was me. Zoe would grab too if someone threw you out in the corridor.
What were you doing out there? We were told to stay inside here, Captain.
Look who I found.
Who you found? Listen, I was actually knocked right out the door. Now, it had to have been somebody who could really pack a wallop.
Why are you looking at me? I never packed a wallop in my life.
Listen, I just told you what happened. Somebody did that. Somebody knocked me out the door.
Well, obviously, Kelly's little dramatic monologue got a rise out of somebody.
Hey, where are Cruz and Robert?
I don't know. You two keep an eye on her.
Hey, Cece, where are you going?
I'm gonna take a look around. Somebody's got to get to the bottom of this.
I nominate me. Great.
You okay?
I can't believe I saw him.
Saw him? Him who?
The killer. I don't know if I saw his face or hers. Oh, I wish I could just remember.
Barr, have you seen anything or anybody out there?
Yes, I saw some movement down by the port bow. The light going over there.
Oh, my God. I don't know why I bother to plan things. I really don't.
What are you doing here?
There's a question.
Well, you can't do this without me.
For God's sakes, Ethan. There's a killer on board!
And if that's true, I'm the one he wants.
Then I'll tell the captain that you're here.
I thought we agreed that you were going to stay safely on shore.
Right, well, I think you have a better chance if I'm here.
Well, I don't like the idea of using you as bait.
Yeah, and how are we going to find out who really killed Raoul?
We were doing just fine,
Right, the
actually.
murderer is just going to fall to his knees and confess. I mean, I'm the one who can nail him. I'm the only one who can clear myself. And Robert, I'm the only one who can do
What
it.
are you talking about? You already told us everything you remember. We're trying to find out what these people remember, and we don't need you here to do that.
Well, you might be surprised.
I don't want to be surprised.
Maybe I remembered something.
Have you?
And you just happened to wait till now to bring it up.
Well, maybe I just remembered. Maybe that's why I'm here.
Seems like only yesterday, doesn't it?
Don't you do that!
Didn't mean to startle you.
Hell, you didn't.
Well, maybe a little.
The hell are you doing down here anyway?
Just ghost busting. What's your excuse?
I told you I came here to see Cruz and Barr, try to find them.
And happened to stumble into this stateroom, eh? Egad, can it be true? Do they really return to the scene of the crime?
Oh, Mason, why don't you stop being ridiculous? You know I didn't kill Raoul.
No, you just threatened to, but why split hairs?
This is more than just trying to stick it to the old man now. You really believe that I might be capable of killing that boy?
What I believe really doesn't matter. Cruz, on the other hand, may have a thought or two about the subject.
I want to know what you think.
I'm wondering why you would be in town for a full day before you showed up at the house.
Who told you I was?
Julia, if I didn't know better, I would swear you're hiding something. And then there is the matter of your neglecting to mention Eden's amnesia all this time. Just slipped your mind, did it? Maybe you have amnesia, too. And how do we explain your instant fury at Rapid Robert the moment he showed up in Santa Barbara? It's almost as if, perish the thought, you have a skeleton in your closet, so to speak. And Mr. Barr has the key.
You know, son.
Strikes me that there's really more than a few people upstairs who might be wondering about you. How would you like to make a bet? How many of them could come up with a motive for you killing Raoul?
A deft change of subject, Dad. If I were guilty, I'd have tried the same thing.
Well, the only thing I'm guilty about is expecting my son to have a little faith in me.
Were you or were you not in town yet?
I was in town.
Hiding out?
No, doing business.
Top secret negotiation.
Had nothing to do with you. What the hell is the matter?
I seem to recall our agreeing to work together to get the family company back. Have you given up on me already? You seem ready to sacrifice me on any bloody pretext. Well, the best way to stop that is to prove me wrong. Contrary to popular opinion, that's not impossible.
I don't have to try and prove anything, because anything I tell you, you'll believe what you want anyway.
Now, where on earth did I learn that?
I don't know, sonny boy. But I don't have to stand here and let you call me a liar or a murderer.
True. You can wait and read about it in the newspapers.
Sorry to interrupt. You're both needed upstairs. Seems the plot can't thicken without you.
I hope everybody's having a good time so far. Hey, you know what we could do next week? We could take the Capwell jet out with just enough fuel to get airborne, then we could play Crash Landing, huh? That's only if Mason isn't too tired of that game. On the other hand, Inspector, we'd really like to know what's on the agenda before we start playing Mutiny on the Bounty. We'll find out as soon as Mason and Mr. C rejoin the party.
Hi, Daddy.
Hey, you're not supposed to be here.
Yeah, maybe I am.
You all right, Kelly?
Well, I've been better.
Look, just before it got dark and the lights went out, you were starting to remember. Anything else come back for you?
Not enough.
You couldn't identify the person who went into the stateroom after Eden left?
I didn't see his face.
Are you sure it was a man?
I thought it was then. I don't know why. Maybe it was someone that I knew very well and I didn't need to see his face.
That means we're right back where we started, doesn't it?
Not quite.
You know something the rest of us don't?
Well, come on, honey, out with it. Out with it.
I suppose it was the storm that jogged my memory, but I remember a lot more things about that night. I was leaving the stateroom after I'd shoved Raoul, and I turned around because I thought I'd heard something. And somebody was there. Illuminated in a shaft of light, I saw a pair of hands. I can see them as clear as day.
Hands?
At the ends of your arms, tucked neatly into your pockets at the moment?
Is that supposed to mean something? I mean, your sister and my daughter have seen my hands her entire life, practically.
Not tonight, she hasn't.
Oh, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. This really is ridiculous. It's gonna make everybody happy. Darling, look at my hands. Please, look at them. They look like the hands of a murderer. Come on.
They were much stubbier 10 years ago.
Well, fingerprints I can see. Hands? Not scientific. Not scientific at all.
There was a face, and it turned into the light. Oh my God.
Honey, you got some smelling salts or anything?
I got her.
I'll lay her down. You people stay here. Look at the first aid kit. way, the lamest stunt you have ever pulled.
Oh, be quiet.
You have lost your mind.
Well, you didn't even buy it, even at first?
Buy it? I could barely keep a straight face.
Yeah, well, when you were the only one.
Me and anybody else who knows you.
Why don't you give me a little credit? You don't always know when I'm acting. If you did, we'd be divorced.
Or maybe I just act like I don't know when you're acting, which would make me the better actor, wouldn't
No,
it?
this worked. And even Robert thought I was remembering something.
You mean that whole riff with the hands? You just made that up? You didn't really remember anything else?
No, but it just has to be between you and me.
Oh, I see. Fine. So then if the real killer is on board, he'll think that you actually are ready to finger him.
Exactly, and then he'll come forward.
And kill you.
Exactly.
What kind of a trance are you under?
No, this will work.
That's what I'm afraid of. We could get him by blowing up the yacht, too. It makes just about as much sense.
Do you have a better idea?
I have several dozen better ideas, and none of which involve you.
Look, I am involved, whether you like it or not.
Well, that's going to change. I'll talk to the captain. I'll see what I can do, but we're going to
But
get ready.
I am staying on this boat.
It's me. Is Eden all right?
No, go away.
I'm unconscious.
Why that?
No. I passed out because I was so freaked out about what I remembered. But when I wake up, I'm going to tell you everything that I remember. Please.
How is she?
Oh, she's still out.
Look, I don't know what happened.
I don't know what
upstairs.
happened either, but I intend to find out. Why don't you go back up there and keep an eye on the folks? I imagine our boy is having a rough time right now. Maybe it'll show.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to stick around down here until she wakes up. Hopefully she can give us some answers.
What was that?
Sounded like an engine cutting off.
Captain, we've got problems.
You're telling me we've lost power to both engines?
What? How could that happen?
It couldn't. Now, I'm on my way to the radio room to send for help.
Don't bother. That's my news. Your first mate, he tried the radio. It's dead. We're stranded out here.
Take it easy, Rick.
Well, give me a warning next time, okay?
Maybe I ought to wear a bell or something.
Well, maybe we all should. We're drifting.
We're what? Are you sure?
Do you hear any engines running? I don't.
We're adrift at the moment.
Well, how the hell did that happen?
Well, we're trying to determine that right now, but for the time being, all we can do is point her into the wind and hope this storm dies down.
What the hell happened to the damn engines?
I don't have any idea, Mr. Capwell, but we're working on them.
Oh, wonderful.
While you're at it, have the repairman check the radio.
What?
We've lost all communication. Didn't you know?
How the hell would I know that?
Sabotage, it has to be.
I think we should all account for our whereabouts for the past 10 minutes.
How about we start with you?
I'm not the one who looks like he just went for a swim.
Or a leisurely stroll around the boat, dismantling it.
You know, Mason, I am so damn tired of your insinuations. You may find it entertaining, but these people don't know that you were just amusing yourself, or maybe you were just, where were you anyway, sonny boy?
Talking to a member of the crew. Shall I have her summoned to prove it?
Well, in case any of you are interested, I was in this room the whole time. And in case you ever thought for a moment that a 14-year-old just went off and murdered some man that she hardly knew, I'm sorry.
Well, we're waiting.
I went to check on Eden.
How is she?
She's fine, as far as I could tell, but Cruz wouldn't let me in to see her.
What are you talking about? She only fainted, right?
Why don't you ask your son-in-law?
I will, Mr. Barr, when he gets back.
Excuse me.
You know, I've been wondering how you've been keeping so calm during this whole thing, and now I see that you have a drink. I guess mineral water just isn't the drink on a night like this, is it?
Well, I'm just trying to blend in. Can I fix you one?
No, thanks. I have a tendency to throw them at people at times like this.
That bad, huh?
Aren't you the least bit afraid?
Should I be?
Even if you don't have something to hide, you still have to get off this yacht in one piece. I think that's reason enough.
Oh, I've got plenty to hide. Not about this, though. How about you?
Well, what I wanted to hide is already out in the open, I'm afraid. Did you really go to jail for Eden?
Apparently not.
But you thought you did, right? 5 years?
Well, it was for somebody else, whoever really killed Raul. So much for romantic gestures.
It was more than a gesture. And more than a mistake, that's what I think.
It is, huh?
Yeah, it explains something about you.
What? What a fool I am?
No, it explains why you are the way you are. Why you're bitter, but you're not mean. Why you're secretive, but you're not really dishonest, I don't think. It's like someone just stabbed you right in the side, but you don't want anyone to know about it. You look for help, but you don't find it. People look at you pretty strange, but they don't know that the miracle of it is that you're still standing.
Thanks. I mean, if you didn't say anything to Robert, I assume you're willing to go along
Please don't assume that. Don't assume anything right now, really.
Well, it's not like I'm saying you can't catch the killer on your own.
Thank you. I appreciate the vote of confidence.
I just think it would be easier with me being here.
Here? Good. I'll remember you said that.
Yeah,
right
well,
here.
not in any danger. I mean, you're here.
Don't try to butter me up, okay? I mean, I don't like the idea of you being here in this situation. I'm not going to pretend I do, so... Who is it?
Papa.
Are you alone, Papa?
Yes.
Come in.
I just heard. Oh, God. Is she all right? Eden? She must have had a terrible shock.
Oh, not half as bad as the shock you're about to have. Sleeping Beauty, time to rise and shine.
I'm gonna be fine.
Why? What? No, forget it. I'm not even going to ask.
Don't even ask. It's a long, silly story. What's happening on the bridge?
Oh, nothing much. 2 engines are out. The radio is down. The emergency signal backup, that's also out. Whoever's out there is a very busy person.
Did you hear that? Do you know what that means?
It means it wasn't me.
It wasn't you. Whoever did kill Raul is on this boat right now, and you shouldn't be here.
What did the captain think?
The captain says he's going to hold the ship right into the wind. We can't even notify the Coast Guard. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go down to the boiler room. They can use my help.
Your help?
Yes, my help. You know, for your information, Cruz, I happen to know a lot of other things. Maybe in this occasion, magic will supersede where mechanics fail.
Raphael? If anybody asks you, I'm unconscious.
All right.
Papa, one more favor before you go. Step over here, will you please, darling? That's better. Take Eden with you.
What?
Take her down to the boiler room and keep her there, and don't let anybody see you. I mean anybody.
But you need me.
I have you. I have the new, improved, bulletproof model of you right here in case your plan works a little better than we expected. The communication systems inside the yacht still work?
Yes, walkie-talkies, phones, take your pick.
Okay, well, that's something. All right, you take a real close eye on her, will you, please?
I can't leave you alone.
Darling, I'm not alone. I've got you right here. I'll fine-tune it as soon as you leave. Now go. Go, get it. Thank you. And stay put. All right. Bye.
I gotta get some air.
Open a porthole. Nobody leaves.
You're unbelievable. This is my vessel, not yours, not Cruz's. And until I'm arrested, I go when I want and where I want.
Yeah.
Eden's okay.
She came too?
Yeah, just long enough to reassure me she's sleeping again. I'm headed up to the bridge to see what the story is. Let everyone know, will you? Thanks.
How can you let him do this?
Eden, please, believe me, the last place that I would choose to be is an argument between you and Cruz.
Well, then let me go back.
Make that second to last place. No, I mean it. Look, last place is on his bad side.
Listen, don't you realize what might happen? This might all backfire.
What are you talking about? My son is a cop. He's got a gun, he's armed, and he's prepared.
Yes, and he also doesn't know whom or what he is looking for. Raphael, please let me go back.
All right.
You will?
I knew it. Look. Sabotage. Somebody is determined to keep us here. Let's see.
So, how are things up on the bridge?
Well, I never made it to the bridge, actually.
You never intended to, actually.
I thought maybe I'd see more action down here, and lo and behold.
You figured everything out, haven't you?
Well, not everything, but maybe enough.
Well, enough to send me back to prison, is that it?
Well, you gotta admit, Robert, this does complicate things, doesn't it? I mean, don't tell me you volunteered to help me stage this reenactment just to fool me. I suppose it might have worked, too, except Eden showed up. Who are you gonna pin this on?
Will you stop and think for just a minute?
And give you another chance to talk your way out of this? I don't think so.
Is this your idea of protection?
Don't move, man! Goodness gracious.
Where is she?
She's someplace safe.
You didn't really think I was coming in here to hurt her?
No, not at all. I thought you were just out for a stroll, and you probably took a wrong turn. That must have been it.
I came here because I was worried about her being alone.
Yeah, I'll bet you were.
Do you think I would have gone along with this charade of yours if I was really the murderer?
You might if you wanted to divert suspicion from
Why
yourself.
would I bother, man? I mean, even when I tried to confess to you, all I managed to do was convince you that I didn't kill Raoul.
Well, maybe you thought you needed an insurance policy.
Yeah, maybe you're bending over backwards trying to prove something and make sense out of something that doesn't. While you're standing here trying to force a square peg into a round hole, the man that both of us are trying to find is somewhere on this yacht planning his next move.
Why don't I just close this so the raft won't bother?
Raphael, what is the point in us staying here if you can't get the engine started again?
Eden, please, the point is to keep you out of sight, all right? You've got to help me. I want you to cooperate, okay?
Well, you sound like my father.
Oh, thank you very much. You know something? It's a good thing that you didn't tell your father that you were coming on the yacht. You have taken an enormous risk.
Yeah, and what was I supposed to do? Sit around at home and wait for this thing to get resolved on this one? I mean, look at this. I am to blame for this. All because I never listened to my father.
You talking about the island romances now?
I mean, I was never satisfied. The surest way to get me to do anything was just to forbid it. And now, when all I want is peace and quiet, I mean, I couldn't beg, borrow, or steal to get it.
I suspect that your husband would be very happy to sell you a whole lifetime of it.
Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I hadn't met him.
Eden, have you ever wondered what would have happened if you and Robert Parisi had disappeared over the yacht that night and never looked back?
I've thought of it. Maybe we would have been married and happy. Or we just would have burned out. Maybe I would have spent a couple of years with him. Gone back to my father. Maybe it never would have happened at all. I mean, if it was meant to be, it would have happened, right?
Unless it never got the chance.
I think no matter what happened, I would have met Cruz. And I would have loved him. I think that's the one thing I've been dealt in this lifetime.
Uh-oh, no, don't panic, no problem. There's a little box over here, Ken. I'll get a flashlight for us. I'll just keep on talking. All right? No need to panic. Just listen to my voice and you'll be all right. Here we are. Vamos a ver. See, Eden, there's no... Oh, no. Eden!
What? Let me try. Stand back. The hell is going... What the hell are you doing? Mr. C, get us out of here, will ya? I will if you stop shooting.
You mind telling me what the hell's going on here?
Well, somebody wanted us out of circulation for a while.
Where's Eden?
She's down in the boiler room with her father.
Papa? She slipped away when the lights went out. I thought she'd come here.
Well, she didn't come here. Where's everybody else?
They're all over the yacht. Well, when your watchdog here drifted off, everybody else did.
We better split up and find her, right?
All right, I'll take the cabins, you take the decks. You two try to find the other guys, and if anybody gives you any trouble, you lock them in a closet and come find me.
Come on.
Boy, you know, I feel useless around here. I wish I could remember more about what happened that night, but I was 3 sheets to the wind, and it was a very, very long time ago.
Not long enough.
Golly, I wish they'd get this boat moving. You know, I got a campaign to run.
Tonight?
Boats never sleep, you know. Excuse me. Oh, golly, you know what day it is today? It's Friday the 13th. That figures, doesn't it? Unbelievable. Kelly, have you seen Eden?
No, why? What's wrong?
Well, I'll let you know when I find her.
Wait, this boat isn't that large, but if she wanted to, she could hide easily. Does she have to?
Well, she has to find some company is what she has to do. Will you take a look around for her?
Yes.
And if you spot her, don't let her out of your sight.
You were expecting me somewhere else?
I never know what to expect from you, Mason.
It's funny, I always know what to expect from you. Looking for Eden?
You do have me pegged, don't you?
No. I cheated. You're always looking for Eden.
I don't suppose you've seen her anywhere.
No. Is she missing?
Yeah, apparently. So why don't you go back into the salon, all right?
Why should I do that?
Just do it, okay? I don't have time to argue with you.
Mason, have you seen... No, I don't know where Eden is, but I'm ready to start looking for her. Now, if she's hiding, we ought to enlist the help of Kelly. She knows every inch of this boat. So where's Kelly?
What about me?
Where would you hide if you were Eden?
Oh, so she is in trouble.
Just answer the question.
she wanted, she could hide for a week around here.
My seasickness pills may not last that long. Eden may not either. So set yourself for a hide and seek as though somebody's life depended on it.
Be careful. We don't want to lose anybody else. Come on. Come on.
Captain Harrison, have you noticed anybody wandering around out there?
Not out there. Why?
Well, people seem to be vanishing into thin air.
I wish this storm would.
Any luck with the engines of the radio yet?
Not yet.
All right. If my wife shows up, will you keep her with you, please?
Mr. Castillo, something happened?
I wish I knew.
Cruz, are you in here?
Where the hell is everybody?
You got me.